Hello, my name is Asa Raskin. I'm head of UX at Mozilla Labs and founder of Songza. So recently I was inspired by John Ressig's processing.js. I wanted to make something generative that made it really easy for people to make beautiful art. So I remembered a project called contextfree, which is a simple grammar for making fractals. So I ported it to JavaScript. I call it contextfree.js, and it's totally open source. So I'd like to show you a couple of the things that it can do. I should mention that this is all done using JavaScript and Canvas. No Flash involved here. One of the cool things, therefore, is that you can actually right-click on any of these things and save it as an image. What I'd like to show now is how simple the source code for these things are. So for instance, if you take a look at this abstract pattern here, I'll draw it again. This is all of the code that's required to do it. Really, it's just making two shapes that are spinning in reverse directions, and they get progressively smaller, right? And that's it. So it's actually remarkably simple. So what I want to do is to lead you through creation of something new. So I just click the new button, hit draw, to start shape, make the shape, circle. So you're going to draw a circle. So actually, I'm going to change this now to say fractal, and fractal, just giving it a name. Notice that it does the exact same thing. Now I'm going to start making this fractal. So I say, okay, I'm already making a circle, so I'm going to make another fractal. I'm going to make it a size 0.5. That means scale both x and y down by half. And then I'm going to increase the brightness by 0.2. So there we go. Now I get a bullseye target. So that's really simple. Now let's move it over by x in 0.25. So that's going to put it right here. Let's give it a go. And there we have it. Let's make it a little bit more interesting. I'm going to copy and paste this, and now instead of making it go just left, I'm going to make it go right as well. So check that out. Really simply, we get a gorgeous, gorgeous fractal, and all it is more or less 3-4 lines of code. Now let's go another step. Let's make something here. We've gone x positive and negative. Let's go y negative. And let's see what we get. Aha! We get a very familiar looking thing here. We get the Sierpinski's triangle. So that's really cool, right? 3-4 lines of code, and we get the Sierpinski's triangle. Well, let's do something a little bit more adventuresome. I'm going to copy this entire rule here. Now what that does is when it comes to a rule, it chooses randomly between the two. So let's go randomly down and then randomly up. Draw again. And now we start to get really interesting patterns. Patterns that you wouldn't see before, because every time I hit draw, we're going to get something slightly different. So that's an introduction to contextfree.js and Algorithm Inc. I'd recommend exploring. Hit the little question mark and go learn some more. There's a whole bunch of documentation, or you can even just look at the other pieces of artwork. Just hit browse, find one, hit edit, and you get to see their source code. That's the joy of open source stuff. And I hope to see some really beautiful things soon.